Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for the next 7 days. So I hope you are doing well and I hope you're keeping safe. We have here these 3 wonderful groups and the timestamps will be in the description box below. So we will definitely take a look and see what is coming through in the next 7 days. We've got a charm reading coming up. We will also look at oracle cards and tarot as well and see what messages are coming through. So we've got a lot to look into, which is rather exciting. So we've got group number 1 here with this beautiful cup. It kind of reminds me actually of the cups that we see in tarot, which is so adorable and so cute. And if anyone does want to purchase them, they are available on my Etsy store. So the link to them will be in the description box below. So for group 1, we've got here the happiness message crystal. So if you feel most drawn to this one, then that can be the reading for you. Group 2, we've got the same setup, but also with the wealth crystal. And then group 3 here, we've got the wisdom crystal. Alright, so whichever one you're most drawn to is going to be your reading. Again, as I mentioned, timestamps are in the description box below. The link to my Etsy store is also in the description box below as well. And my Etsy store actually has intention manifesting items like handmade bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards for under the pillow, wallet or your purse. Check out the review section, to see how other people have seen results with these items specifically. And also there's face masks, crystals, divination coins, pendulums, cloths, bowls, cups as well, and there's also charms and letters on there as well, so do check those out if you're interested. And yes, the link will be in the description box below. So we're going to start. Oh, also private paid reading and free reading giveaways. All the information is in the description box below. Private paid readings are done within 24 to 48 hours. And for the free reading giveaways, I just want to mention as well, there is a system to how it works. And I do 1 free reading giveaway every single month. So that is all explained in the description box of my video. I don't just randomly give them away as per request, for example. There is a system. So yeah, definitely do check that out. But if you would like to have a personal reading with me, that's also down below as well. Okay, so let's begin. I'm just going to put these to the side. Move this back. All right, group number 1. Let's have a look and see what is coming through. All right, so you have chosen this happiness crystal. We also have this cup as well for, well, decoration purposes, but if any of you are interested in purchasing it, it is available on my Etsy store, so the link will be down below. So adorable. It reminds me of the tarot cup that we see in all of the cards. It's so beautiful. It's like a nice little decoration piece. Let's do that. All right, so let's have a look and see what your first card here is. Okay, and we will do a charm reading as well. So we've got Spirit Bear of 936 hertz, I believe, gigahertz? No, hertz. So basically what I'm trying to see here with this particular card, and I'm sorry if I get this a little bit wrong, I really do apologize, but I'm thinking of subliminal music, I'm thinking of calming music, I'm thinking of meditation music, I'm thinking of music that just calms your soul. I feel like a lot of you are going to be listening to those kinds of things over the next 7 days, and you will be connected so much more to yourself as well. So I just feel like there is this energy here of warmth. There is an energy here of feeling so much calmer, more peaceful, and just happier as well. Like it's a warm little hug from a bear, yeah, not a real bear because that can be ferocious, but you know what I mean? Like there is just something here about listening to those kinds of musics or just sounds, that can make you feel very at peace. So that's really what I'm seeing in regards to this particular card. Okay, really bad. Sorry if I did a terrible explanation of that, but that's what I'm seeing. All right, so let's go with some more of these oracle cards, and then we'll grab some tarot cards. We'll do the food fortunes. We'll do the letters and the charms as well. I'm not sure if I've even used these on my channel. These are the Norse divination cards, oracle cards, so I thought I'd mention it because I have never used these. I don't believe, like not off the top of my head can I ever think I've used these, maybe like once or twice. So you've got here economy and revenue. Okay, so Njord, I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong. So this particular energy really does remind me again of things getting better, you know, things coming in, things flowing in. So for those of you that have a business or you work for a company, I feel like things can get better over the next 7 days. There can be much more, well, I feel happiness as well, because you've got this happiness crystal. And I just feel like things are getting much, much stronger, much better in your working environment. I also feel as though those of you that have specific ideas and you want to make your own like business, you know, getting started with it, it can definitely bring in some good revenue, because that's what I'm seeing, is that it can do very, very well over the next 7 days, and I definitely do see that here. Also, the economy in general can be a little bit better over the next 7 days than maybe it has been in the past, so just keep that in mind as well. There's a real sense of peace, there's a real sense of calm, and there's a real sense of things getting better that I pick up overall for your next 7 days, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your actual emotional energy, spiritual energy. Things are really just getting better, and I think that that's such a lovely energy that we do have. Let's see what else is coming through. You've got here conflict, counsel, and justice. So there's definitely things being resolved as well. That's something that's coming through. Perhaps something has happened previously and you just need a lot of peace right now. And so a lot of you may be focusing a lot more on work or building something in regards to work and finding that inner happiness. And that's really what I see here, is that there could have been something that happened before, and over the next 7 days, there's a sense of recovery, you know, getting justice based on what's happened in the past, and trying to have that balance, trying to have that fulfillment, trying to have things come together in a much stronger, better light. And so that's what we've got here. And so it's basically about going from conflict to justice. That's what I'm seeing here, and standing up for yourself and doing the things that make you feel good, and filling up your own cup, basically. That's what I see here. All right, so that's what we've got there. So there we go. Let's go to the Life Coach Oracle deck. All right. We've got here Universal Flow. It is time for you to slow down, breathe, and take time to smell the roses. Isn't that literally what we just kind of mentioned here, that there's going to be more peace and more calm? And then this one here also does go on to show a lot more slowing down and just taking time for yourself and putting yourself first. It's going to bring you much more flow. It's going to allow you to really fill up your own cup, like I mentioned as well, and not be so stressed out, which I think is a good energy. We like that, so that's obviously good. And then you've also got here Earth shifts. You are very connected to Mother Earth, and as such you experience all that she does. So some of you may be going out on walks, you may be listening to subliminal music or music from the earth. So things like whale music, things like, because you know whale music is known to be very, very calming, and it has a certain frequency that it gets to, which is known to be very calming to the soul. You may be listening to rain music. That is also something that people find very, very calming as well. You might be listening to thunderstorm music because maybe that makes you feel calm within yourself. You might be listening to the natural sort of sound of the wind. You know, there are different things that calm different people down. For me personally, it's wind. Not wind, sorry, rain. Rain, not wind. Wind keeps me up, okay, because it's so loud and it depends on it, obviously. But rain. Rain is like super, super calming. For me personally, not everyone. Just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You may go for a walk and you may hear the birds chirp, and it just gives you this like real sense of calm and peace, and it just really awakens and uplifts your energy, and that's what I see here. So obviously that's a really lovely thing that we do pick up on. So that's great, right? Really great. And yeah, so that's what I see over the next 7 days, is listening to the sounds around you and the senses being quite activated. You might go for walks, you might go for a run, a jog, etc., connecting to Mother Earth and its energies, but also going with the flow rather than going against it, especially with universal flow as well. You've got like sevens here as well, and sevens are all about reflection. It's all about taking time for yourself and really just trying not to always rush, right? So that's what I see there. And that in turn brings you a lot of happiness. It's like a warm hug from the universe. A warm hug from Mother Earth, technically. Let's have a look at the food fortunes. Now, a lot of you have said these are accurate. So this can be foods that you are craving, foods that you actually end up making, or foods that you think about eating, you know, things like that. So let's see what foods we are seeing over the next 7 days. Let's do 3. Oh, there is 3. Okay. I just looked under and there's like another card under that. So actually, they all came out. So first of all, we've got here the Berg. So we're seeing some kind of a burger. Ooh, okay, so we've got burger. We've got the Chinese. Okay, so like Chinese food. And we've also got the scoop. So we have ice cream as well. So that's what we have in terms of your food messages. Let's just go in with tarot and see exactly what is coming through, because I would like to know, and I'm sure you would as well. Just grab the deck. Let me just put this other deck on the side here because I don't really need that one for this reading. It is this one that I need. Okay, we'll take them. Why not? Emperor. See, the Emperor energy is quite powerful because it's literally just about getting on with things. Getting things done. That's the kind of vibe that the Emperor here gives us. And so that's what I'm seeing. It's about sort of detaching from certain things emotionally and just trying to find the happiness in your current moment and where you are right now, especially for those of you that have been through something very conflicting and very not great, let's say, then you're really just trying to detach from those external circumstances and trying to focus as much as you can right now on what's going on for yourself. And again, trying to find that happiness. That's what I see, is that the main focus over the next 7 days is the happiness factor, because things are getting better. And I feel like a lot of you may be indulging in your comfort foods as well. And I would always say there's nothing wrong with that, because the thing is, right, sometimes we need that, and that is okay. You know, my policy in life, or my mantra in life, is everything in moderation, right? Everything in moderation. And I think that it's totally okay to think about certain things that have happened, but to also make sure that it's done in moderation, otherwise that can bring you down, you know? So it's definitely one thing that I see here is where you're really taking care of yourself as much as possible. And that's what I'm seeing. I also actually do have subliminal musics on my channel. I literally just that went off of my mind when I was talking about it, but there's some really great ones for healing, for calm, for peace, for manifesting certain areas in your life. So if you do want to check them out, you can literally type into YouTube Moonlight Guidance Subliminal Music, and you should be able to find it. Or it's on my channel. I have a playlist on there. But yeah, you know, it's interesting because I make them as well. I just forgot about that. So you got the 7 of Wands. So I did mention that 7s are quite strong here. Again, a lot of reflection, but also just knowing that you can get through this moment. You know, you can get through this, you can push through. Basically, there's a breakthrough that's happening here where you're actively pushing through with this energy and you're finding peace, you're finding happiness, and your heart chakra is also getting much more brighter as well. Because, see, when you're connecting to Mother Nature is also connected to the heart chakra. It's green, right? And so here we also see this person wearing green too. So definitely feel like you're boosting your heart chakra in the process towards yourself too, because the heart chakra is not just about love and romantic relationships, it's also about your relationship with yourself, which is often something that people forget about. So definitely this is boosting your relationship with yourself. 8 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Chariot. Wow, great cards, you know. The 8 of Pentacles here shows that you're working very hard, and again, I really do feel like, especially with the economy revenue card that we had here, there is progression, that your work can be recognized, or that if you have an idea to set something up, it can be a really great time to do so. There can be progression in regards to your work environment and your work life as well, so definitely do keep that in mind. And then you've also got the King of Pentacles, which is also a very strong energy, which is tied to stability, growth, and finding that inner peace within yourself. You see, the King of Pentacles is actually covered in greenery. like literally covered in greenery, as you can see right here, like quite literally, you know, and it's just a part of it. And so that again, I really feel is, you know, the whole Mother Earth thing that I picked up, but also about stability, and that gives you personal strength to feel that stability, to feel good within yourself, to feel happy within yourself, to feel comfortable and good within your own energy, which can be so powerful and so lovely. So that's obviously so nice to pick up, in all honesty. You've also got the Chariot, which is about moving forward. It's about personal peace and balance emotionally, especially when you've got the two Sphinx there. It's that harmony and peace that we see, and that progression moving forward with the Cancerian energy, which is about nurturing and caring. And it's a nice energy also with the Four of Wands, because this shows here more stability. And over the next 7 days, your focus here is to move forward, and it is to take care of yourself and put yourself first, and to be protected and to feel protected. Six of Pentacles is all about balance. It's all about happiness. And the Six of Pentacles is also such a strong energy to do with just really moving forward, feeling good, feeling happy, and feeling like also you can, like some of you might be doing some like charity things, like you might be, or donations, for example. You may have certain things lying around in your home. So for example, it could be like tools, or it could be certain products. It could be like, say, food, for example. It could even be clothing, just like things that have sort of been lying around. You might think to yourself, you know what, I might give this away, because, you know, I don't do anything with it. So that's what I'm seeing with the Six of Pentacles. You might also have this giving back energy as well that I do pick up on. So that's really interesting too. There's a lot happening over the next 7 days for you, but I also feel like you're really staying quite occupied as well. You're also finding that peace and happiness within yourself, which actually I think is really important and really good too. Okay, so that is what we have there. Now I'm going to go to the charms and the letters. So yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, I've already done the crystal messages, so that's what, of course, we have here. All right, now for the letters, this can be initials, okay? Your initials, somebody else's initials, but also, like this reading was much more focused on you. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? It's much more focused on you. It was really not that much romantic stuff coming through, so it was just way more focused on you. Okay, so this can spell out words, it could be initials, keep that in mind. All right, and what I will do as well is I will go for the charms as well at the same time. Ooh, okay, so the first, sorry, I got like really excited. The first thing I see here is pi. So I see P-I-E. Maybe some of you are, maybe some of you have had legal things where you've wanted a slice of the pie, because remember we had the card which was all about conflict and justice. So this could be to do with law, contracts and things like that. Okay, it could have even been to do with like business, for example, or wanting, you know, when people say I want a slice of the pie. Some of you quite literally could be a pie where you're thinking, oh, I want to make a pie, or I want to eat a pie, whatever kind of pie. And we do have a mushroom here, so I don't know, you know, not everybody likes mushrooms, but we do have mushrooms there. Mushroom is all about growth and evolving, right? So that's something to also keep in mind as well. So I do see growth here happening, but perhaps, you know, the pie could be quite literal in this sense, and there's so many types, of course. We also have a Y and an O. Yo, okay. YOLO. No, we haven't spelled out YOLO, but okay, so we've also got in as well, which I think is really interesting. So focusing perhaps also in words. You've also got here an X as well. Now, some of you, maybe there's something going on with an X, but you know, it's just something that we have coming through. This could also be, again, you know, we have got this conflict, council, justice energy as well. So perhaps some of you are going through issues with an ex, or an ex-boss, or an ex-business partner, or an ex-family member. I don't know. Well, you can't really, I mean, you can, I guess, if you cut them off, but I mean, you know, family members, it's hard to do that. Or ex-friend, for example. Family members is a bit, you know, it's a bit like this, but for them to be an ex in that sense. But ex-friends, ex-business partners, ex-boss, could be something to do with X here. Okay, so that's really what I am seeing. Is lone a word? L-O-N-E, like as in lone lonely, as in, you know. Oh, we haven't got an L. Anyways, okay, so we've got an M as well. Money. Well, well, well. There we go. The focus is on money, and yeah, that is something that I do see here. Okay, so that's a pretty significant word. Okay, you got the mushroom there. You've also got this crystal, which represents, to me, I feel like this is like a mix between the root chakra crystal and the sacral chakra crystal. Between the red and the orange. So to me, and you've also got here this red peg. Yeah, this is definitely the red one. So I feel like there's a lot of emphasis here on stability over the next 7 days and you really strengthening that within yourself. So again, I feel like a lot of you may listen to music and you may really be indulging in things that you enjoy doing to make yourself feel better. You also have this charm, which is a family's love is forever. So that's really interesting as well. You may be surrounding yourself with family and people that are truly there for you. Look at this, we got this like little happiness charm with a tongue sticking out. This is also about just enjoying the moments, finding humor in little things as well, and just really taking care of yourself. We also have here as well, what's for you will not pass you. So I think that's really important to keep in mind that anything that's meant for you is not just going to like randomly disappear. Also, you had the scales in the Six of Pentacles card, and of course we had Justice here as well, which really goes to show that you may be focusing on perhaps if someone took your money or if someone's not paying you, you know, that might be a focus of yours, but also staying calm throughout the process. Now you've also got the yin and the yang energy here, which I think is really important because it's about peace, harmony, and balance. And also in tarot, right, the two sphinx that we see here are also tied to yin and yang. And I'm not just saying that because one is black and one is white, but actually, historically, the two sphinx are actually tied to Tao. And Tao is also, goes back in history being tied to yin and yang. So just thought I'd mention that as well. Bring in a little bit of tarot history. And then we got the cat here. So this is about your personality, doing things for yourself. You know what, when you think about cats, they do what they want to do, okay? They do not live for other people's approval. They don't. They do what they want to do. And I think that at the end of the day, this is a healthy thing for you to do right now, okay? Is to do the things that you love to do. You know? You don't like have to do things that you don't want to do. I think that's really important to mention as well. So that is what we are seeing here for your reading, group 1. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, reading giveaway, and of course my Etsy store, which has the cups. It has the letters and charms if anyone wants to purchase those as well. So yes, those are all down below as well. Do check them out, and also do stay safe, take care of yourself, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below how this reading resonates with you. And yeah, I hope to see you soon for another video if you choose to come back to my channel, which I hope you do, you know? Okay, so I will see you all hopefully very soon. Put these in here, put this in here, put these in here. Put this here. So I find doing this very therapeutic, where you can like just sort of like clear the cards. I don't know why. I find it very therapeutic though. Okay, right, we're almost there. Now we can go to the next reading. Group number 2. Oh, I haven't even got your items. Hold on a second. Hold on. We can do this. Let's do it real time. Da, 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 da. There we go. Group number 2, this is your reading for the next 7 days. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look and see what's coming through. All right, so we have this cup here. I'm just going to place it right there. It really reminds me of the cups that we see in tarot. It's so adorable. And yeah, if anyone is interested in purchasing it, it will be available on my Etsy store. There's a few of them available. And you have chosen this crystal which says wealth, and it is such a beautiful like iridescent shift crystal, so beautiful. And I'm going to put that right there, and your message, your main message here is Karma of Cthulhu. Hope I said that right. I know I probably said it wrong. You know, this card to me is really representing that over the next 7 days justice will be served, and whatever you have been struggling with, there is some kind of good karma that you are going to receive back, and you will know it when you see it. Okay, so if someone has done you wrong, there is a real sense that over the next 7 days they may be done wrong, and then you all of a sudden feel this huge shift and weight lifted off of your shoulders. If someone has been taking things away from you, there is a sense of you gaining something here over the next 7 days, and them also perhaps losing something over the next 7 days. It's almost like the karma is like, it's almost like it's parallel, right? So if someone's done something really not nice to you, or it's been, you know, ages and ages since something happened, and it's something that's always kind of stuck in the back of your mind, there is a sense of your karma coming back around. It's interesting that this card was the one that was shuffled out. It's really interesting that it was this one. Like that's pretty significant. Say for example someone stole from you, okay, or took like money from you or something like that. It can very much so be that somehow, you know, you get money given back to you in some way, shape or form, and that they get money taken away from them. Or if you have invested so much money into someone and you've constantly been giving them things and things like that, and they've just been not appreciative. You get my gist, right? There's many factors, many things here. Could also be romantically as well, that you've been giving someone so much of your time, they barely gave you any, you know, so it reverses in many ways. So that's really interesting, and I'm very fascinated to see what other cards do come out there. Now the main message here is wealth, right? So remember that wealth is not just to do with money. Wealth is also your emotional state of mind, and wealth can also be your spiritual being, you know, and how you feel. Wealth can also be health, right? So I think that it's really important to keep in mind that over the next 7 days there are multiple aspects of your life that can start to feel wealthier, right? So say for example, you know, the word rich, people think that, oh, it's to do with money, but rich can also be like how rich food is. Like, you know, there could be like way too much of something in food and we're like, whoa, that's really like rich in this, you know. Rich and wealth, it has lots of different meanings to it. So I just want to say here is that you can start to feel wealthy in other ways too. It doesn't just have to be in money related ways, although most people would like it to be in that way. But what I would say here is that there's a real sense of, for example, if you have really been struggling in a specific aspect, that aspect here can become much more wealthier, like your emotional peace of mind can be greater and better, and for you that may feel like a real win, and so just keep that in mind as well. Okay, so that's what we see there. Let's go to these Norse Divination Oracle cards. These are so beautiful. Look at that. Look at these illustrations on the back specifically. Oh wow, okay. So what's really fascinating to me is that we've got here a very similar card that came out to group number 1's reading. And to be honest, it was very similar to what I actually mentioned, because you've got here conflict, counsel, and justice. Okay, so justice, karma, they go hand in hand. Whatever goes around comes back around. So that's really interesting. If some of you do have time or you wanted to, you can always check out the group number 1 reading if you wanted to. I would say in this case it is okay to do, because I feel like there's a bit of a link going on, but if you didn't want to and you just want to stick to this reading, that is fine as well. Sometimes messages can overlap, so keep that in mind. So yes, something could have happened in the past which was really just full of conflict, and you basically wanted to have this energy of it being fixed or getting what you truly deserve in return, right? Because you may have really suffered emotionally or mentally or physically or spiritually or even financially, right? So that is what I'm seeing here is justice. There is a sense of justice being served in the next 7 days, which we love. And then we also have here Rand. So this one says intuition, subconscious, and currents. Okay, so currents are about going with the flow. It's interesting we have the cup here as well, because that really is about, again, going with the flow of the current, and it's also about the subconscious mind, the intuition, taking care of yourself, going with the flow. I think that's really, really important. So, you know, do things that feel good to you. Don't do things that don't feel good to you, because your intuition is also about making sure that you do things that you don't feel like really bad about. You know, if it feels off to you, then it probably is off, you know what I mean? So I think that's really important here, to also trust yourself in the process of making certain decisions and certain choices. And we also have here as well Embla. I'm probably saying this all really, really wrong, and I do really apologize as well. These are Norse divination cards, so I'm sure the pronunciations are supposed to be different, and I really do apologize. But okay. Oh, you know, this one here says the first human woman. So this is about, you know, really celebrating your wins, whether you're a male or a female. You know, this is about celebrating your wins. It is about celebrating yourself. It is about celebrating the energy that you bring to the table, and just knowing that, you know what, yes, it's different, but actually that is the greatest asset that you have. It's good. It's good. I'd say it's really good. Let's go to the Life Coach Oracle cards. I'm going to take these two because they're like just sticking out, and I feel very drawn to them. I think there's two. Oh, there's three. Okay, cool. So we've got here, oh wow, they're like in consecutive order. Wow, that's really cool. That is actually really cool, because these cards are not new. I've been using them on my channel for a while now, and I always shuffle them, but they came out in like literally consecutive order. So you've got number 22, creative projects. So it is time to get things done. Make your creative projects a priority now. So perhaps you're into making things, or into doing certain things that make you feel good. You know, perhaps you're into like decoration or making certain things. You know what I mean, creatively. You might be into painting, drawing, cooking, certain things, presentation, decor. There are so many creative things, right? DIY, things like that. So whatever you are super, super into, it's such a great time to delve into that. And I see you doing that over the next 7 days as well. It can really sort of keep your energy kind of flowing, and that creative energy can also be really bursting as well. So that's what I see there, especially amongst all of this energy here of like getting something back in return that was taken away from you. Like this can really make you feel even more uplifted as well. Then you've got number 23, find a way to calm the waters of your mind. So it's really interesting how we got water energy again, you know, like it keeps coming through. You know, the intuition is also to do with like Pisces energy. The currents is also to do with sort of, to me, when I think of this, right, intuition, I think of Pisces. When I think of subconscious, I think of Cancer, because Cancer is also related to the moon. Cancer is also about that subconscious energy, because again, it's related to the moon as well. Like Pisces is also related to the moon, but I think about it more as like intuition, you know. And then it's not that, you know, each sign is only to do with like one specific word. I mean, all of these words can be to do with one star sign, but also can relate to another, you know. But I really do, like, when I think of this, I think of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Like, that's literally what I do think of. So I think that, you know, the water signs here are quite significant in many ways, and that's the energies that you feel as well. So yeah, find a way to calm the waters, to, you know, to basically calm your energy in terms of the emotional energy, and take care of yourself, you know, because your mind can be very, very active, feeling a lot of things. So this is really a strong energy. The other sign I see very, very, very clearly, very strongly is Libra, okay, with justice and karma as well. So yeah, something to keep in mind. So go with the flow, you know, because you might be feeling a little bit restless. When you do something that activates your energy in a creative way, that can really help you. And then you've got here number 24, authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing way. So basically what they're trying to say here is that if you feel all over the place, best thing to do over the next 7 days is to focus on other aspects of your life, things that boost you, that uplift your mood, that make you feel wealthy from within, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, financially. You know, do things that make you feel good too, right? So that will only give you more on your table. So the universe is known to do that. When you focus on yourself, and the universe sees it, the universe gives you even more goodness. So now let's go to the food fortunes. So the food fortunes, a lot of people have said are very accurate, because these are foodie cards, and you might be craving them over the next 7 days. You might be eating these foods over the next 7 days. Let's have a look and see what's coming through here. Okay, we've got 4. And I need to just get the tarot cards as well, just on the side. There we go. So we've got here, oh wow, actually we've got 5, I think, yes. So we've got the Forever Golden. So these are basically various forms of potato. You've got the French fries in the middle. I believe that's like sweet potato mash or something. You've got onion rings. You've got, oh, so Forever Golden is actually just a form of like fried things, I'm assuming, actually, because onion rings are not actually potato, are they? Maybe you could do potato rings. Anyways, this is just really fascinating me. But anyways, I do see French fries, and I also see some other like fried options. So maybe that's something you're really into. We've got here the many names. This is like a sub sandwich, right? We've got here the refried, so we've got refried beans, kind of like Mexican food, as we see there. We've got here some cake as well. And we have got the Knight of Sides. So yeah, this is like potato. So I had a feeling there's a potato energy going on here. All right, it was something that I definitely saw. I like mentioned sweet potatoes in there as well, but yeah, you got spuds, so you got potato energy. It's so funny to say potato energy. Yeah, so like maybe mashed potato, things like that. That's what we're seeing there. Let's see with tarot. Yeah, I'm gonna go with, let's go with like 4 cards. So we've got here the 9 of Pentacles, so a lot of focus towards yourself, right? 9 of Pentacles it is basically your independence and your energy, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. It's about your confidence and your strength. 9 of Pentacles is also about focusing on things that make you feel good. You see this woman, she's in her garden, and she is just feeling so abundant with her little bird. Little pet bird, you know? Or maybe it's a pet bird. I don't know. I have a pet bird too. I actually have this like fluffy toy as well, which is like just literally kind of staring at me on the side. Because I have an African grey parrot. It just like literally reminded me. Like sometimes I feel like I might be that 9 of Pentacles. It's kind of cute, and it has a red tail. Anyway, so it was just like sitting there, and I was like, it totally reminded me. It totally reminded me of that. Okay, so yeah, this is basically you feeling really abundant. You've got those grapes there, which is also about just feeling so good within yourself, and happy within yourself. Now I saw grapes. I also saw the cup. Maybe some of you, you know, will enjoy like maybe wine or something like that. I'm fully aware not everybody does drink, but you know, maybe like grape juice or something. I saw the cup, I saw the grapes, okay, that's all I'm going to say. Then you've got the Hermit here. Okay, so again, a lot of kind of thinking, overthinking, restlessness, but then also channeling that energy into something quite creative that can make you feel really good. That's something I see here. You've got the 4 of Pentacles here, right? Thinking about things, but also gaining. Okay, yeah, there you go, Ace of Pentacles. You're gaining something here that perhaps you lost in the past, which I think is really interesting, and that just contributes more to your energy. See, something here is coming, and the better you feel within your own energy, the more it's going to come to you. So, you know, remember the 9 plus the 1 technically would be the 10 of Pentacles, right? So I want you to see that, because over the next 7 days, I think that message is very, very significant. Very significant, should we just say? Very. It's like, it's literally in the wings. That's pretty significant. Also, a lot of earth energy, right? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. What's really interesting about that is that earth energy and the Pentacles are literally about wealth and success. However, not just in money form, but also in other forms, right? Your peace of mind, your happiness, your joy, the things that you enjoy doing, right? Your resources. This also does add up into the aspect of wealth. There's a lot of focus on this aspect here, but not just money, remember, it's also other parts of your life too. Emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, social, right? So really important. Okay, let's go to your letters. Now this can be initials, it could also be words that spell out things for the next 7 days. G, Z, A, Y, I, get, I see get, and so you're going to be receiving, right? So you're going to get something. And I also see here as well tie. Now obviously this is like the kind of tie that someone would like wear, I feel, but that's what I'm seeing. We also see here as well, no, that's not a waist, but tie. Wow, I'm really going blank here. Or, you know, like people have ties, as in like ties to something. Well, you're going to be getting something, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay, let's go with charms. Okay, so you've got this little, actually this is supposed to be a clip-on earring, but I used it as a charm because the other one was broken, so, you know. I thought that this was actually a really great charm which represents sort of like a green flower, and it's really beautiful because it also represents, to me, I feel like when I saw this I just thought of, wow, heart chakra energy, right? So this is about blooming and growing from within yourself. It's about you taking care of yourself. It's about you nurturing and nourishing yourself, which allows you to grow even further and feel so much better about yourself. The other thing I pick up as well is you've got this beautiful green sequin, which is this leaf. And is this a maple leaf? Someone let me know. It really reminds me of it, but it's green, right? So, which of course I guess it could be. So this again is really the heart chakra energy. I would definitely recommend meditating on your heart chakra because I really feel like it can open up so many channels to feel better within yourself. You see this person here is outside in the garden. Now, when you are connecting to Earth, Mother Nature, you're even outside for a walk or getting fresh air, or you're listening to the birds chirp around trees, grass. That really helps to open up the heart chakra, and it can be quite significant in many ways. So that's pretty special. You've got another eye here. You've also got a C, CIA. I don't know why. Look, I just saw the CIA, okay? But you know, this energy can also be about sort of like maybe having found out things in the past which were really hurtful to you, and things like that. We've also got the hashtag as well. So this could be like, you know, things to do with social media. Perhaps going on social media, setting goals for yourself. You've got another E as well, which I think is very, very interesting. We've also got the world as well, right? So to me, this really does represent, oh, we've got travel. Some of you might be thinking about travel or thinking about the future of travel, things like that. Some of you may be traveling, okay, but I don't see that for everyone. But there is an energy here of that. You may be thinking of traveling in the future. You might be making a bucket list. You might be channeling that into creative energy, like making a mood board. You might be making a vision board. You might be pinning things on, you know, for example, Pinterest or on social media of places you want to go. So it's about channeling that creative energy. Oh, you've got another sequin. Oh my gosh, the chances of both of them coming through at the same time. You've got these two leaves, which I think is really interesting. So, you know, both of these are green, which to me really represents that, you know, perhaps they came off of the tree before they were even ready. Because, you know, leaves technically, like, yes, they can fall off a tree when they're green, but usually they fall off the tree when they are a different colour. So that's really interesting. Like, you may feel like something ended before it was supposed to end. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here. But there's also this sense of justice and karma coming back around in a good way, and that's something that you are getting here. Also, we see a lot of eyes as well, so a lot of focus towards yourself, and this potion here with this glitter really does represent a lot of self-love and really seeing that your best self within yourself and taking care of yourself as well. It's about self-love too, you know, and finding that inner wealth within you too, and that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so yeah, the green is a very dominant colour here, I will say. So, you know, some of you may be eating a lot of green foods, or you might be focusing on this colour. You might be seeing this colour everywhere. You might be wearing a lot of this colour. Green's a very dominant colour, but also it sparkles as well. That's something I'm seeing too. Okay, so that is what we have for your reading. Group number 2. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also do check out the description box below. It has a link to my Etsy store, which has got charms and letters on there if anyone does want to purchase those. There's so many other items on my Etsy store which are intention manifesting items. Also, the cup is on there as well if anyone is interested in purchasing the cup. And what else can I tell you? I think that's pretty much it. So yes, oh yeah, private paid reading and the free reading giveaway is also linked down below as well for your convenience in the description box below. And yes, do take care as well. Okay, do take care. All right, so now we go to group 3 after I clear this away. Let's put these in here. Okay, and put this. Okay. Do. All right, group number 3. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look at your next 7 days. So we have this cup, which I'm just going to put right here. It is available on my Etsy store if anyone is interested in purchasing the cups. Also, you have chosen the Wisdom Crystal. All right, so we're just going to put that right there. Okay, and this is your first message. Oh my God, this is so adorable. So adorable. Oh my gosh, look at the imagery. This is just so warming. It looks so comforting. It just looks so... Oh, this just looks so nice. Like, it is one of those things where you look at and you just go, oh, that is so nice to look at. You've got here the Deer of Delta. It's just this warm energy of like an embrace and a hug that I see here. And it's just so it's a sense of protection, but it's also a sense of comfort, and that's what I see here. Like, oh, so adorable. Okay, let's see what's actually coming through. Now, I feel like over the next 7 days, you're being protected, okay? And you may not even see it. Now, for some of you, you may see it because this could be like a natural person, right? This could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a romantic partner that's like literally trying to protect you. But for some of you, it can be a spirit guide, okay? Or it could be an ancestor. So you are being protected in some way, shape or form. And you are going to... The interesting thing here is that you may not even see it. So sometimes what happens in life is that certain plans may get cancelled because perhaps there's a risk that something could happen, right? So if something gets cancelled over the next 7 days, or you have this thing where you're like, I want to go here today, and then suddenly you decide, I can't be bothered, or I don't want to, there's a sense of protection that has come with some kind of cancelling of a plan. Now, I'm not saying cancel your plans on purpose because something could happen, but what I'm saying is that you are being protected. So whenever you do cancel your plans over the next 7 days, or if there's something you decide to do but then you don't end up doing, that's actually a form of protection. So just keep that in mind. Now, I don't want you to be scared because I don't feel that there is necessarily a reason to be scared, but you won't even see it. It's that subtle. And sometimes things like that happen in life where there might be something that we cancelled and we think to ourselves, oh, I wish I really went to that, I really wish I went, or I wish I did that, today. Instead I got to go, I guess I've got to go another day and do it. But there can be a form of protection behind it where something could have happened, right? But you'll never know because you didn't live that through, right? So keep that in mind. There is a form of spiritual protection happening over the next 7 days. But the thing is, most of you won't necessarily feel it or see it. Some of you may, okay? So keep that in mind. That's really quite interesting. It's part of wisdom, I guess. You got the wisdom crystal, and I think that part of it is also using your intuition, your wisdom as to when something feels right. It's a good thing to do it. If something feels really like awful and you just don't want to do it, listen to your gut and listen to your intuition. But yeah, there's something very subtle here, a sense of protection. Like I said, it could be a spirit guide or an ancestor that's also protecting you in many ways. There you go. Look at this, right? I mentioned the word intuition. Here we go. So let's start with this first one. So this is awakening. And it says, you are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. That is so, so true. And I feel like when you stop doing that, which can happen over the next 7 days, there is really a sense of you feeling so much better within yourself, happier within yourself, and awakening to find that when you stop doing this, the universe works with you. And at first, it can be a little bit challenging. It can also feel a bit lonely, but actually, things only get better from that point forward, and things can really come together. You can feel so much happier, so much more confident, so much more uplifted, and you're not letting people dictate how you should run your life. In fact, you're finding that support also, in your support system. Then we've got intuition. You are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. So that's really important as well with wisdom. Really, really important that you are trusting yourself, you're trusting your gut. If there are things you don't want to do, you're not forcing yourself to do them. Okay, over the next 7 days. Okay, so that is that deck. Let's go to the next deck. Okay, so we've got here reconciliation. Okay, there could be a reconciliation between you and someone here. Now, because this is just such a beautiful warm embrace as well, I do feel like there could be a reconciliation amongst partners or within family members or even friends. So keep that in mind, is the reconciliation part is very, very open, but there is some kind of reconciliation that can happen here, and you really trusting yourself, taking your intuition into consideration and doing things for yourself. And then we also have here as well judgment and final decision. So it's almost like you've sort of made up your mind in that regard for certain things as well by using wisdom more than you are using how people say you should live your life. You know what I mean? Like you're using your own energy, your own wisdom, rather than doing things like, oh, you should do this, like people telling you, right? So that's what I see there, which I think obviously is such a strong energy. Now let's go to the food fortunes. Now, a lot of people do find that these are very accurate. So this could be foods you're craving or foods that you eat over the next 7 days. And then we'll go to tarot. Sounds like I was going to say, let's go to, then we're going to go to town. That's what that's what I felt like I was going to say. But I was like, after that, then we'll go to tarot. Sound like I was going to say, then we'll go to town. Okay, anyways. Knight of Mains. Italian food, spaghetti, meatballs. That's what I see there. Or just spaghetti in general. I'm fully aware that people have different dietary requirements, and the thing is, the beauty of food is that you can make variations of things that may substitute other things, right? So just keep that in mind when I do these readings. But yes, got Italian food there, spaghetti, meatballs. You got here the duo. So this is like interesting food combinations, all right? So here you've got peanut butter and jelly. It's like a sandwich, but you might be making sandwiches out of, like, for example, random combination of things. Like, for example, I'm going to give you an example, and some of you might be really repulsed by the example I'm going to give you, but like, some people like to put like jam, or like, for example, jelly. They call it jelly in the US. Jelly and cheese together. Some people put like mustard and cheese. Some people, put like, random combinations. So random combination food, perhaps in the sandwich, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, I got here the Blanco dip. So there is definitely some kind of a Mexican dip here. Not like a spicy jalapeno. Some kind of a dip here that we see. We also see the steeped one, so we see some tea here as well. This could be like herbal teas, and we also do see the page of drinks. So we've got some pretzels there, some little snacks perhaps, and you've also got a beer, which I think is really interesting. So that's what we've got there. Okay, it may resonate with you, it may not, but that's what I'm seeing here. Let's go to charms and letters. No, let's not. I just talked so much about how I'm going to go next to tarot, and then, yeah, so I'm feeling I was missing something. So tarot, you've got this with tarot. So you've got the lovers. Okay, so yeah, there is definitely an energy here of warmth and love coming through, especially with this card too. But there's also a sense of protection, like I mentioned, and I still stand by that, because you've got here the angel right at the top, right, protecting you from other circumstances. And also I do see here that your ancestors may be protecting you, or spirit guides, especially in that case. But there could be here a family, a friend, or a romantic partner who is also protecting you, so keep that in mind. And then also on top of that, some of you may have a reconciliation in the next 7 days with a family member, a romantic partner, or a friend. So that's something we also see at the same time. The Six of Wands here is about moving forward, it is about progressing, it's about you really doing things for yourself and having that awakening to do more for yourself. Strength card here is you feeling stronger and feeling so much better in your own energy and really living in love rather than fear, all right? And listening upon your intuition, doing the things that you feel tempted to do rather than just always listening to what other people are telling you to do. Two of Pentacles here is about balance and personal growth and development and moving forward in that sense. And you've also got here, and really focusing more so on the present and the future rather than the rocky waves of the past. And then the Knight of Cups here is about really, I mean, in many ways you're using your wisdom, you're taking it further forward, you know, with this cup energy. And you're really just making like certain judgments, perhaps even certain final decisions on certain things, and you're doing it with confidence and you're doing it based on your intuition, which I also feel is, you know, it's a strong thing to do. I mean, we have to be wise and we have to look at overall pictures sometimes as well, not always just our intuition. But I feel like when you use the balance of both, it can be really, really wonderful. Okay, so now we go to charms and letters. So I'm going to go with the letters first. This could be initials, it could also spell out words for the next 7 days. We have a P and an A and a Y, so we have pay. Okay, so you might have to, someone could pay you here something, you know, pay respect to you, pay good energy to you, pay you money. You may also be sort of giving that energy back in some way, shape or form, but it's something that I see here. We've got here pad as well. We've got here clad, like CLAD. We have got dad. Okay. Okay as well. There's quite a few words actually that you can make here. I kept talking about cups, so here we go. Cup. Yeah, so I'm sure that you'll be able to find other words. Like there'll be words that you perhaps have found straight away that I still you know, probably might not even get to, but that's what we're seeing there. All right, so let's go with the charms. Decided to get right into the like little left-hand corner of my box because my box actually is very, very deep, and so I was like, let's get into this little corner right here. You can see it's got like so many charms. Thing is, it's so heavy that I can't actually lift it up, and then if it gets closer to the microphone, it is going to aggravate and hurt your ears because it is pretty loud. So that's why I just kind of reach out and just grab them, because to be honest, I can't really see all of them, right? I don't really know what I'm grabbing, and at the same time, it's interesting. So it's just more convenient as well. Okay, so what we have here, there's one that actually fell out. It's a little camera that just like fell out on the side. Let me just grab that one as well. I can literally just see it. It just like fell out as I was getting everything. So we've got this camera here, which could also be about memories and thinking about memories as well. Especially for those of you that are like thinking about the past, things like that. I definitely feel like there is an energy here of protection because you've got here the swallow. I believe this is the swallow bird as well. Okay, so that's really interesting. But also that you're getting your wings and you're really flying and you are taking charge of your own energy. Oh my gosh, okay. I saw this F and I was like, no way. We've got here fly. Yeah, so that's pretty incredible as well. Like you're really flying, you're soaring, you're finding yourself and you're going towards these things. It's just incredible really. We also have this shoe. It's like a sneaker or a trainer as we call them in the UK. And so I really feel that some of you here might be kind of like going towards something that you really like, but also doing so with a real sense of doing what you want to do rather than listening to what other people are telling you to do. This can also be going for walks or runs or jogging. So maybe some of you are just wanting to wear your running shoes more, you know, or wanting to wear your sneakers and your trainers more. Maybe that's what it is. You want to just, you know, you just want to wear them. In which case, you do you know, why not? Also, we've got here this red peg, which reminds me of the root chakra. because the root chakra is actually red, right? So that's about stability and security, and that's definitely a big focus of yours. You also have the fish, which is about this Pisces energy, which is also links to the cup as well because it's water energy, and it's again to do with your intuition, and it's to do with your gut, and it's to do with taking care of yourself, awakening, going with the flow, and really moving with your own energy and doing things for yourself, which I see over the next 7 days. Could be that maybe there is a Pisces around in that sense. We also do have as well this blue stick. Now these are actually like chakra sticks as well, which are also anything that you see here you can find on my Etsy store, which I think is really interesting because this really does remind me of like the throat chakra. So the throat chakra here is quite powerful. I feel like you're speaking your truth, you're speaking your mind, you're doing things that you know are right for you, and that's really what I see here, is that you are doing so much for you. So that's really interesting. So yeah, the charms and the letters and the cups, they are available on my Etsy store if anyone is interested in purchasing those. You've also got this flower, which is about bloom and growth and nurturing and nourishing yourself. You've got a lot of this water energy as well, which really helps you being guided down that path, especially with the Six of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So I think that that's really interesting here as well. You're thinking about the past, but you're also moving forward, and you're also not letting yourself be dictated by what other people always want you to do. Now, some of you might be making choices in regards to education, you might be making choices in regards to your future, your finances, romance, for example, and you're making your own choices and your own decisions rather than being swayed by someone else. That's what I see over the next 7 days. You're soaring, you're flying. That's a bit of a High School Musical reference as well, but you know, we're soaring, flying, or is it we're flying, soaring? I can't remember which way it goes around, but you know, it's something that we see there. So this is your reading, group number 3. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on Etsy as well. Take care, stay safe, and I really hope that this helped you. Bye!